to give first names. And this is my joke to most of my German friends these days. Ich bin an Amerikanerin, Flüchtling von Donald Trump. I'm an American refugee, but I'm also the founder of MedPay. So, what is MedPay? Well, we're here to tell you, again, I'm an American, I don't like to criticize German healthcare, but Deutschland has a large drug problem. They also have problems here with improving any kind of medical equipment, and there is a huge market that basically must be pre-approved. And this causes a lot of pain points, and that's what we're here to solve. So quickly, what's the elevator pitch on MedPay? We're kind of like Medical Ripple. We look at the prescription in a different way, and we apply blockchain to that in a way that we think is very unique. We are a startup that has been incubated here in Germany. This was my formal MBA at the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management. We were in Werk 1 this summer, and we are going to a pilot here in Cologne working with Insurtechs Germany next year, which we're very excited about. Woo. This is how we work. We use the technology to help patients find doctors and get approved for medications and automate that process. And as the earlier expert on blockchain was talking about earlier today, we really have looked at a way to apply this new technology in a new way by engaging the ecosystem, which is hard. But one of the things that we think is going to work for us in terms of entering the market with just another piece of medical IT, because that's what we are, is looking at ways that we can engage the entire ecosystem. And while yes, we're going to focus on the chronically ill, and we're going to look at private health insurance and people who travel, the one in the middle is what is made possible here in Germany, because medical cannabis, for the first time, has been made available by prescription, and it's falling into a space that a lot of other drugs are falling into, particularly for the chronically ill. This is what our blockchain backend looks like, the engineering. I'm learning out of time, and this is the way our pilots are going to look like. We were just accepted into the Deutsche Telekom Boost program, which is fabulous. So we'll be using German technology. And this is the team of advisors. I want to move quickly because I want to leave lots of time for questions. But my background is a geek. My co-founder is out here. He's an engineer. He's waving at us. We've just onboarded one other person who we have not shown here, but we are really loaded with gas, and we are going. So we are very excited. Thank you very much. I'm going to get super early. But we are, like I said, we're going to pilot next year. We're going to start in Cologne. We have had already requests from the UK, Macedonia, and a lot of other European countries to go into this trial. So we're super excited. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to your questions.
Who needs to start with questions? One of you has to do it. Sebastian, go ahead.
So thank you for the presentation. What's your business model? How are you going to earn money?
Well, that's a good question. We're looking at this as sort of a payer. We are really Medical Ripple. So the vast majority of this we think is fair to charge against the insurers, because we're looking at this like a system that's going to remove paperwork and a lot of their costs on the back end. We will also use a blockchain as a service model for other ecosystem participants, although it will always be free for doctors and patients.
How much do you think you're going to pay to acquire a patient?
That is a very good question. We think as little as possible, because we are working in the medical cannabis space, and there are a lot of advocates right now who are bringing that community to us. I can answer that question more accurately once we actually start acquiring patients. But I guess our identity in the market is very high. I'm also a journalist, so I cover this space. So my name and my brand is also very extended already. And we have an extended social media footprint of 15,000 plus already. So to your point, that is something that we're looking at, but we are going to have a very, I would say, inexpensive acquisition model. Social media. Sorry.
Why did you choose to use the blockchain? I'm not convinced this is what's the unique point of selling?
Absolutely. Okay, so in the previous description, the previous sort of similar model, someone was talking about HIPAA. My background is in the United States, but it's also looking at GDPR and privacy issues here in Europe. It is the only technology that will allow you to interact with centralized databases or systems. So in other words, this is an ecosystem that will allow even patients to talk effectively to insurers. That is like talking to your bank. So blockchain not only creates a transaction record, it allows a protocol to talk to all the ecosystems.
All right, and with that, give it up for MedPayRx.